Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. It's of course me, your favorite friend, Wing here. And today, as promised, we're going to be going over the collection system for the sugarcane here, right? The timings and stuff like that for the rail carts and collect them and stuff like that, collect the contents. But not only that, we should also start working on the collection system for the kelp here because, of course, as you know, we have all the kelp collecting into like double chests up there. I do want both items to be able to, for us to be able to access in just one location instead of us going up and down, you know. Let's just have it in a central collection area. And this is going to be the collection area. Although I'm still trying to decide if I want it a bit up more or a bit down more, you know, because I still like I've mentioned before, I wanted this whole thing not only to be a farm but to also be some sort of like a decorative system, like a decoration for what it's actually supposed to be for, which I still haven't really determined. Like I did want this like grand hallway to lead up to something, but that I don't know. That I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that out eventually. But at least we'll have this nice hallway with all this cool stuff. All be decorated with aquamarine blue, you know, an ocean theme, whatever majigger. So yeah, up or down, I'm not sure. But I did want to throw a few things to you. So since we are at the topic of the centralized collection system for the items here, I was also having this idea where it can go for both the kelp and the sugarcane, right? When the central chests are full, we can have like a little system where any excess of the items can be funneled into like this packed ice track. What that would do is when an item goes on the track, it'll just start going down the track, and what I wanted to do is just have the track exit out into like different openings wherever our storage collection system is going to be, and we'll just see like the stuff flying upwards, you know, like that. It was like you see like a little hole here, and then you just looking up in the sky, and then you see a sugarcane just go boop, like that, and it's gonna go to another track and just go on its merry way. Yeah, that's what I want to to kind of build here as a little fun decorative thing. But not only is it decorative, it also will serve a purpose to tell us that, hey, you know, our farm is full. So I mean, you can keep having it full and see the wonderful stuff shooting all over the place, or collect your items and be on your merry way. So I plan to incorporate that into the build here. So that means that, thinking about it now, this collection system the room for the central collection system has to be a bit big. So we'll see where we're gonna build it. But for now, I just built this little hallway, which will have access to the sugarcane hopper minecarts and the whatever double chest of kelp we have up there. It's going to all funnel down here. And folks, not only that, I do have another thing to discuss to you about in terms of the staircase here. So as you know, we have this staircase. This is our main way to go from the surface down to the level of where we can access our farms here, because we have our doorways here, right? But what if we just get rid of the staircase? I'm thinking the whole purpose of having these walls here is to having them this tall and this long is to kind of make them look grand, right? But then with this staircase here, it's not working exactly to the way I want it to. I mean, if we had the farm extending a bit lengthways that way, like to where my cursor is, like go that way, right? Then the size of scale will be more evident. But since the size of scale falls short here to where this wall is, can't exactly give that grandiose scale. I'm trying to chase with this build here. So what I was thinking was, instead of having a staircase here, two things. I propose two things. One, we push the staircase back. Oop. All that lag. One thing also I have to address, but anyway. Why don't we push the staircase back? The problem with pushing the staircase back, of course, is it's going to start encroaching on our cactus farm here, and we don't want that, right? We do not want that. We want to avoid that as much as possible, because this farm is already encroaching onto the cactus farm. So maybe I think we should just get rid of the staircase completely. And besides, look, it takes so long to go from one point, from down, like, you know, down here, all the way up from up there. I mean, it does serve two purposes. Like, you're moving in, I mean, one purpose, which is to move from, you know, like, move diagonally across a what's this, y-x axis, let's say. Or the other thing I was proposing is, like I said, get rid of the staircase, but instead we have a little elevator here, over here, right here where this orange carpet is standing. Yeah, so we would have a water elevator, right? You just go in, and then it could either take you up or down depending on what block is active, or soul sand, or what do you call it? Soul sand, or soul sand or oops, soul sand or magma block. Wow, brain fart. So I was proposing that where I fell now is going to be where the elevator is going to come about, right? This is where the elevator is going to be. Hold on, just whoop, whoop. So like, yeah, we go down here, and at least when we go down this way, we will be able to appreciate the size, the sense of scale that this this farm will have for us. Like, I want it to be a big hallway, and we can see, like, whoa, that's a lot of, this is a crazy unnecessary wall of of kelp and sugarcane, right? But again, this wall serves as a dual purpose of decoration and actually being a farm, right? So yeah, what do you think about that, guys? I think I'm going towards the direction of the elevator, and plus for the elevator, it'll help us go down, up and down a bit much faster than if we do take some stairs, take a stair going down. But of course, the only problem with that is it would take forever to get from point A to point B to the collection system, which we're planning to build over here, right? Unless, of course, we build the collection system for this place, like, somewhere down here. Like, have it a bit central. But, at the same time, wherever we have this place, this hallway take us, be, like, a bit past, like, somewhere here, right? Still, actually, I should brainstorm that now, because how we're going to have it will entirely depend on how the items will be handled from both farms here, right? Because I mean, we can build a collection system for this stuff here, but then if we have the central storage area for the farm to be like here, then, well, we gotta have to move the redstone again, or have another redstone contraption to funnel all the items into chests. I mean, we could do that, but I don't know. Well, we'll see. Well, I'll do some brainstorming, but that is the idea for this farm for now. So yeah, definitely water elevator, location of the centralized storage area for all these items. Not sure yet. TBA, or TBD, to be determined, to be announced. Alrighto, let me explain to you the changes that we got here. Let's take a look. Okay, so these set of chests here is the collection area for the collection system for the sugarcane. As you can see, that's just flowing right there. And these set of chests are just a placeholder, but they will be used for the kelp. Okay, let's get crack-a-lackin'. So, okay. So, you know, our friendly stairs here, well, we got a set of stairs going down here. But since we're gonna be putting that water elevator over there, we're gonna be taking this whole stairs out of here. Ooh, this is, I'm pretty sure this is a slime chunk because I always see these guys here. Great though, I'm getting a lot of slime, but you know, it'll be fun to have them around, I think. So, I was thinking though, like, if we have the drop point for the elevator here, we have to run all the way here and access the storage area. Well, I think I'm okay with that, but initially I did have the chests a bit lower, and it's evidenced by this staircase here because it was supposed to lead to here. But now I've raised it up a bit and I got it here. And with that, I had the collection system also a few blocks lower, but I put this water elevator here, so we don't have to worry about raising everything 3 blocks higher. So let me show you how that works. Oh, before that, we also had a row of 5 chests, a row of 5, and then each row had, each column had 3. So we had like 15 here. If we had put that here, it's going to start intersecting with the chests for the kelp too. So I decided to just put 4 columns instead of chests. That way we don't intersect with the kelp here. So let's take a look at the collection system here. It's nothing too bad, nothing too crazy. But we've got 2 hopper minecarts on the track right now. So we got this one who's resting. If they had, if it had a bunch of sugarcane, it will be draining out onto this hopper. Oops. Onto this hopper here, which gets funneled into this dropper, which gets activated to drop its sugarcane along this water ice track. It's also mirrored here on this side too. So if we do see the minecart come, once the there you go. Nice timing. But as you see, when a minecart hits this activator rail, it triggers not only these power rails here for the minecart to advance further, but it also activates the rails here too, where this minecart's currently resting at. So that way, the minecart that's resting here gets to go forward to do its cycles, while this guy gets to fill its spot. Okay, so nothing too crazy. It's mirrored here, as I said. So here's the water stream. And it goes up this water elevator here, and then boom. So that's the system for that. Nice. I love the timing in this take here. Okay. So right now, all that's left to do, because this is fully set up already, I gotta set up the collection area for the kelp. And as you know, the kelp's all the way there. So I'm just planning to have same thing too, like droppers go to an item stream, then it gets funneled to a bunch of chests here, series of hoppers. But I think we'll need to make more hoppers and make more chests. So yeah, I'll do all that and be right back. Alrighto folks, we've got the whole transport system for the kelp in place. So as you can see, we got some droppers installed. Yeah, some of them are getting stuck there, but because we got a double chest there, so I'll just have to fix that as we go along. But let's take a look at where the stream leads to. It actually just goes right over here somewhere. Aha, right over here. So we got the kelp. I don't know if you can see it. Well, anyway, that's up there. That's the kelp. Okay. It goes to a water stream here that's not completely visible, but it leads to the chests right over here. Take a look at that together here. Yep, there you have it. And then they all get fed to this hopper collection, just like the sugarcane over there. And let me show you where the other one is on the other side too. It should be over here somewhere. Oh, right there. Yeah, I just found it interesting that these are literally right where the mine carts are for the sugarcane, so I just found out funny. But anyway, that's that. So I consider this technically complete. There's no other things that needs to be done here. So everything seems to be working. I just need to transport all the remaining kelp up there. Just basically just throw them down here so they could get collected. What else? And yeah, that's really it. I think after this we'll start working on the conversion system as I was discussing on the last episode. We're not going to be decorating this just yet. I was just trying to get to full operational status. So this is it. This is the whoa, that's weird. This is the final build for in terms of how do we get this operating. The decoration will come afterwards. Yep. Okay, I'll see you in the creative world. And we're here. Now let's go to the build. Alrighto, folks. We figured it all out in terms of the rail cart timings, minecart timings. And here we have it. So, in last episode, 2 episodes ago, you saw how different the appearance of the rail track is compared to now. I think this is a much more efficient way of doing things because we are combining rail minecart rail tracks together here to basically have them all funnel into this one line. And I think this is a much better way to do it. Let's take a look at how it works. Just ignore the lava. There we go. That's how it's supposed to happen. See? Perfect. Yeah. So the only thing left to do is to figure out how to get them in. Alrighty, folks. We've done it. We've made it, I think. I hope. I pray. So originally my idea was to have like a series of minecart rails that would lead them to their destination, to their cells, and somehow break those minecarts that they're riding and also position them to this location. But that's just really impossible. I can't make that system compact enough. I tried to think of different solutions, and it's just no way. So I went back to my water stream design, and this is what we've got here. So the problem I had initially with the water stream design was this. Okay. So hold on. Let me flip this trap door so we can better demonstrate this, I think. All right, there we go. Okay. So let's say I want the villager to go here, right? Okay. So it's open. They're gonna go down. But just look how slow this is. It'll take them forever. So just imagine if there's like multiple villagers coming, like not stacked like this, but like individually spaced. So like one villager at a time, right? So that's gonna make it so that multiple villagers will fall into the same hole because just look how slow this villager is clearing this cell, right? So what I proposed is this monstrosity of a contraption here. Okay. So basically, what this does is we got a trapdoor here that breaks the water stream and also makes it a good enough, like just the right amount of space for a villager to fall into or to go past. And two, it also opens up this trapdoor here. So that way it makes this little hole. And when a villager goes on its merry way on this stream here, watch what happens. Bam. So they get immediately ejected into a little hole here. And it frees up the water stream and closes the trapdoor underneath it. So that way, the subsequent villagers won't fall in the same hole. Ah, right, right. Although to do that, we got this somewhat relatively compact, but you could definitely make this even more compact. But the thing that you would sacrifice there is it's not a one row kind of deal, right? The whole reason why I have this all the redstone in one row is because we want to make it stackable, right? Because look at this. Just imagine if we have redstone that's like like two two rows, right? It's going to interfere with the redstone for this cell here. That's why I wanted to make it one cell. I mean, one whole row of redstone. And so, I mean, how do I explain this? So basically, we got the side here. That's the observer for the string here. And what that does is it's really for two things. One, to trigger this piston to knock over the villagers down over to this hole here. And two is to activate this compact 1x6 T flip-flop. That's design. I looked in YouTube's, and I will link that person's build and video into the description. But it's pretty cool because look at this. It's really like a one row T flip flop, and that's amazing. But it took me a while to really come up with this because I had this missing. And with this, I was able to finally build it. Thank you for that person. That really, man, it really saved me here. So yeah, now we got this design. I'm just afraid though, because this is 4 blocks high. So how are we going to incorporate it here? I don't know, right? Because it's 4 blocks high, but we'll see. We will figure it out. What? Oops. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we can have it like here, right? So this will be like 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be fine. I don't know. I'll have to play around with the design and see what's going to work. The problem is it's not 4, it's 5 because we have a water stream here. Oh boy. But I mean, what I was thinking was I would have them... This would be separate from here. Like I would eventually have a water stream that would lead them into the cells here. Although I really have to play around with the design because this really hurts the clearance that we've got for this, but this is necessary though. So, and I can't make this any smaller. I think I probably could. I might have to play around with it, but this design is really what's working really well so far, so I'm afraid to tinker around, but if I have to, I will. So anyway, I'll cut the video for now, and the next time we will see us try to incorporate it here. So be right back. All right, folks, before we proceed with building, we are doing some brainstorming. And the brainstorming really involves like how to get villagers to move around in this contraption here with the vertical limitation that's placed to us with this build here. So what I was thinking was, instead of having full blocks here, maybe we could replace all these blocks with half slabs here, and that works because you can place rails on half slabs, no problem. And if we have this configuration here, you can actually have rails on top of the half slabs, and the villagers' heads go through them, no problem. But this really plays in effect with when they're on minecarts here. So it's like when there are minecarts, they're stuck in the minecart, so they can't move around, and their head goes through. They don't suffocate, no problems. Same thing here. If we have villagers on minecarts and they're on water streams, they can still move around slowly, but they can still move around. So then I was thinking, okay, well, we can't implement we can't have them on minecarts, and it's kind of hard to implement a derailing solution here with this system because I mean, we can put cactus here or something, but or well, maybe we can, I don't know. I think it's just too complicated to have a derailing system implemented here. So instead of minecarts, I tried with okay. I tried with just having them free floating, but the problem is if you put them on like regular full blocks being placed underneath them, like that's their floor, then they would start floating like these guys here because they start floating above the water source, right? But if you have them placed on a half slab, then just take a look. They don't float, they just remain stationary as they are. And if we get rid of this guy here, I'm gonna burn a bit. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Okay, hold on. Sorry, friend. If we have them floating like that, then there you go. There you have it. They can move through the water stream. They won't start swimming upwards. I tried having the base as a chest here. They would still float upwards because I was thinking like, okay, what blocks do we have that are blocks that can still go on top of water? I mean, go below water, but not get to the point where the villagers can start floating on the water if they're standing on it, right? So half slabs are the winner. As you can see, I have half slabs here on the floor here. It's working just fine, except for these guys, because here, this is what happens. I spawn them here, no bueno, but under there. So we'll have to have them enter, instead of this block height, it would be this block height right here. There, see? So, where's that thing I was playing around with? Ah, right over here. So take a look at this. I replaced the whole floor of those of this. Instead of sandstone, I got just half slabs all over. I mean, half slabs, trapdoors. I've been calling those trapdoors, huh? Trapdoors all over. And it really works. So initially, I was having a problem where if I did have these here, they would float. Even if I put them down there, they would still float all the way up. I mean, they can fall in, no problem. But sometimes they kind of bypass it. So if we put this roofing, oops, then look at that. You get stabilized, you get popped in, no problem. And so initially I had this trapdoor up here. Now it's down here. And that's really no problem at all. Doesn't interfere with the system's capabilities. So this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, so I might actually roll with this, really. I might just play around with this, see what we can do with it. I guess my only problem would be once the water stream, like once we reach the 7 block limitation of water, what do we do next? That's a tricky question, but we'll see. We'll play around with it here and take a look. Well, friends, unfortunately, the episode has come to an end. I don't want the episode to go on any longer than it should. So, definitely on the next episode, though, we will have everything. Well, the conversion system definitely should be completed, should be fully fleshed out. I just need to implement some ideas, put things together, and voila. Then we'll have it built onto our world, and then we can finally update to 1.14. Woohoo! I can't wait. And especially Mojang just just announced shelves. Ugh, I feel like I'm missing out a lot. But anyway, guys, thank you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. This is not our world, by the way. This is a secret world. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you again, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.